We're live running now. So. This room's hot, so that's sucks. Oh.
That's good work. I'm back for 1 day and off for 3, so hopefully this isn't too much shit.
You guys got a lot of stuff this weekend, don't you?
Overpass, yeah. It's actually not our event, but
Who was that this weekend?
yeah, takes over the island.
Yeah, I'm not working uniform anymore. I'm sort of oblivious to a lot of that.
Oh, sucks.
Yeah, I see the emails, but I know I'm not worried about it, so.
I know I kind of talked to both of you a little bit that I got this case going on that's kind of involving all of our agencies. So I wanted to get us all together on the same page, same table. It involves Greg Lucy. You guys know him?
Yeah,
I know who he is, yeah.
Luce?
Yeah.
What's his name? It's all UCE though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg Loose?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tea Party guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you know about him?
What do I know about him? He's not here in fuck. He's suing me in federal court.
Okay.
Over that banner thing?
Yeah, the shit on the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's one type, Mr. Type A, just,
I heard him on Wisdom.
yeah, he won't, it doesn't matter what the law is, it's whatever he says the law is, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We got some attorneys out of Madison, the constitutional law attorneys, and they're like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, we're gonna win this case, you know, so we're gonna go, it went through our attorneys, you know, to the town attorney, and they're like, the town's like, well, our insurance carrier's like, no, you know, John's 30 and Collins out of the Crosse, no, we'll get Axley out of Madison, they come in, they're gonna mop them up, yeah, but the trial's not till June or July of next year.
He's pretty loud then.
Oh,
I think.
wow.
Yeah, he'll yell at our officers on traffic stops and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, just pull up and get out and start yelling.
He'll drive by the video, record your ass, YouTube you, fuck. Well, the problem that I've had with him, and I don't know if it's into the case, but just because he'll take your, whatever you got going on, he'll videotape it, put it on YouTube, and spread it out to all the whack jobs. I mean, I got a couple hundred emails, death threats. I hope Officer Casper gets shot in the face. Just craziness. So he doesn't necessarily do it, but he instigates it.
Okay.
You know, out on his, you know, it's kind of like these guys down there, where was it? Those ranchers.
Oh, Nevada, was it?
Yeah, or something like that.
Bureau of Land Management.
Yeah, land management came in and started to kind of move in on territory, and then of course they put it out on their network, and I mean, everybody that had a gun showed up with horseback, and, you know, fuck the government. Well, the guy that pays taxes, or what he's paying for the fees, but none of that matters anymore. Now we're just gonna get into the fucking evil government and blah, 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 so. Yeah, this guy's not a guy to fuck with unless you better have your ducks in a row.
Okay. He's and he's not particularly the suspect in this case. Somebody is using his information and signed him up for a whole bunch of different solicitations and stuff like that, which has gotten him upset. You know anything about that?
Do I know anything about that?
Yeah.
No, I don't know anything about it.
Okay. Nothing at all.
No.
I'm going to be straightforward with you that I know that you know something about that, okay, and that's more why we're here today, okay?
Okay.
He did report that he's got a whole bunch of solicitations. We backtracked it to computers signing him up for this, not only at your PD, but at your house, okay? So we know that, which it sounds like this guy freaking deserves it. Like, it sounds like he's an a-hole, and to do it anonymously, certainly you're not going to go out in your uniform and say, hey, Greg, F you, you know?
Yeah.
And doing it anonymously online just to annoy him is probably the more professional way. That way you're not doing it with your badge on. So, I mean, I know that that's, you know, not necessarily something that you think would maybe come this far. But
Okay. Well, just cut to the chase. Where are we going?
that's what I'm going with. He filed a report, and technically, to use his info like you did is against the law. Okay.
Okay. What?
I'm being straightforward.
Okay.
I'm letting you come in while you're working. You know, I'm not.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to do it that way. It sounds like I told you, this guy, and like you told me, everybody I've talked to, this guy is not the most straightforward guy. He's kind of a loose nut. So that's why this investigation got started. Okay.
Okay.
Is there any reason you were doing that stuff, and is there anything beyond just signing them up for stuff that you did?
No. I mean, the only thing that I did was just, you know, go to. It was the same thing that we were getting
Okay.
at the police department, getting signed up for all these email accounts and whatever. You know, I didn't think anything of it.
Mm-hmm. And that was my assumption, because originally when I saw it, I'm like, oh, is this even, you know, yeah, it's kind of annoying him, but is there any law that it is? And anytime anybody does that, uses somebody's identifying information to harass somebody, it does fall under that, I guess. And like I said, I had to look it up. They got the case forwarded to
Sure.
Monroe County.
Sure.
Obviously, they don't want
They don't
any
I
bad blood
understand,
with you.
yeah.
Okay.
Where
I
are we going with this?
So that's where we're at. We're at the culmination to this point of the case. Like I said, we know that it was sent from Campbell PD, sent from your house. The next step, hopefully, your cooperation, confirming which computers it was sent from. I feel like we need to at least do the investigation correctly, because that's what we're upholded to do. We're gonna have somebody. I don't want to take your work computer. If I know which computer it was, confirm that this is the computer these items were sent from. Just mirror the hard drive as evidence. At your house, no, this is the computer. Do what we need to do so we don't have to take all your computers.
Right.
I have search.
Where are we going? Am I going to get arrested here?
You're not. I'm not taking it. If I was going to arrest
I mean,
you.
what are we looking at here, guys?
Well, just in the interest of full disclosure, this came to me back in January.
Mm-hmm.
I went on family leave for 2 months.
Okay.
And I come back and it's to him.
Okay.
So it is his investigation. The only reason I'm here is because it was initially filed with us. It was
Mhm.
my case initially.
Yeah.
I didn't do any work on it. Okay. I got it, took off for a couple months,
Mhm.
and then it got sent up through our ranks to him. So
Mhm.
most of your questions are just better off.
Right.
Where are we going with this? You know,
When all
you
said
lose my
and done-
job here, is that what you're looking for?
I can't. you know I don't have any pull to make you lose your job, and
Yeah.
you're being decent, and
Yeah,
is
I mean, the
certainly gonna
biggest
go
thing
a
is
long
this
way.
guy was harassing the hell out of me, my officers, everybody, and it's my only way to be like, all right, buddy, you know.
Sure.
It's like you go in the Tribune and be like, you're a douchebag or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The
Mhm.
guy was just harassing. My officers are getting death threats.
And, you know, and that's all information that I like to know.
Yeah.
and that-
Well, it's just like when you guys, I'm talking about you, like if you're dealing with this guy, like you gotta know what you're doing, because this guy is, there was a complaint that he had cut somebody off the other day in traffic,
Mhm.
and one of the lacrosse officers went over there and he refused to answer the door because he slammed on the brakes in front of some female. So, you know, when he does something wrong, it's just like,
Mhm.
whatever, you know, nobody,
Mhm.
nothing ever happens to this guy. It's just unbelievable. And my officers are out there getting berated on the internet and YouTube, and it's all his anonymous ways to just screw my guys over, you know. It's unbelievable. I mean, I got guys that are afraid to go out on calls because they're getting YouTube by this guy. So,
No, and
can I get that?
yeah, can you tell me?
I,
what it was?
yeah, I just got it.
When all's said and done, like, no, you're not going to jail. I'm gonna do my report and send it. And I think it's got to go to across district attorney. They'll probably send it to our district attorney to look at to see if they want to do anything with it. And that's, I mean, the minimum that I can do, and that's my
Right.
plan. I don't want to do more than that because, like I said, you seem like a good guy, and but at the same time,
Well, you gotta
this
do your
can,
job,
like,
fellas. You gotta do your
exactly.
job. I completely
Absolutely.
understand. I
Yep.
mean, I don't know what information I stole from him. You know, if you go on like a website and
And that's
you know,
exactly-
sign somebody up for like a email newsletter or something like that,
Mhm.
you know, it's just annoying. Where we had to go into our things and have to keep deleting all of these
Mhm.
things that we're getting signed up for. I'm like, all right, buddy, you know, you're causing us a hassle. We're gonna cause you a hassle, you
I
know.
see.
And, you know, I don't, maybe it won't rise to that level where it meets the criteria of the law.
Mhm.
You know, I'm saying, I mean, and I don't mean to be elusive, Tim, because I really read this report in January,
Mhm.
and it's coming back this week, you know, after I've been gone for 5 days again for the weekend, and Jeff's calling me, you know, and, you know, my captain's saying, well, this is turned over and this is where we're at. So I pretty much know about as much as you do, maybe a little bit more, but
Yeah.
not anything real significant.
And I'm,
You know,
like,
Well, to me,
so-
fellas, I just think it wasn't that big of a deal, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's just like, you know, you wanna mess with us because we were getting messed with, like,
Right.
it was like over the top. I mean,
Mhm.
somebody was trying to hack into my personal bank accounts. Are you familiar with like Ultra Credit Union? When you log in,
Mhm.
it's like, hey, you haven't ever been here before. Put in your security
Challenge questions?
challenge questions. I'm getting emails that people are trying my challenge questions. I'm like,
Okay, yeah.
what the hell is going on here? People are hacking my personal bank accounts.
yeah.
That's a scary thing.
Yeah.
And,
No, well, here's the thing. I went to DCI about it.
Uh-huh.
They wouldn't do anything. Nobody would do anything. I went all the way up through the ranks of DCI.
To see.
Well, I had to write a synopsis of events, everything that happened. They're like, well, I'm sorry, you can run some malware on your computer.
And I know that this
What?
one, because of lacrosse, once your name had come up, they're like, we don't want it. They tried asking DCI, and DCI said, it's not misconduct in public office, and therefore we're not taking it. And that's why it sent to me for the last of the follow-up, which is, you know, what we're here doing today.
Yeah.
So
It's funny because I went to them over what was happening to
Mhm.
us, and they're like, yep, sorry, here's a couple of agents, you can run this anti-spyware on your computer. Because, oh, that was the other thing too, is we got a laptop in our office, and I came in at 6 in the morning, and my officer's like, hey, were you just on our computer? Because I have remote access to the computers if I need to upload stuff to the squads or whatever. And they said, I'm like, no, I would have been just showering and coming in. He's like, well, somebody just moved the mouse, open up the email program, and they were going through our emails.
you're saying remotely?
Somebody was remotely in our computer. So I don't know who was doing it, and that's why I went to DCI saying, somebody's in our police computers.
Mhm.
I mean, this is ridiculous. Can't do anything for you. Nobody do anything.
That wasn't your IT guy or anything?
No.
do you guys have, I assume.
Well, since
some-
then, I've spent over $1,000 in firewall. We had to buy a $500 firewall and have the county come in and put all this stuff. So you see, I mean, that's all we're dealing with is like computer stuff. So I'm like, hey, buddy, you know, you're messing with me. I'm going to sign you up for a couple of newsletters. Take that, pal.
Mhm.
I'm not denying that I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And like I said,
I didn't think it was that big of a deal. You know, it's like you go on the Tribune and you might make a comment on a blog or something like that.
Yeah, and certainly people are afforded those rights, and it bothers me that he's probably done this to you. And I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing that bothers me. He's an IT guy.
Is he?
That's what he claims to be, an IT consultant.
I knew he's a consulting business, I don't know what that
Yeah,
exactly is.
some sort of IT guy. So I'm thinking this guy's hacking into our computers, whatever. I mean, it's.
And like I said, I wish I knew what more.
So you're
we
gonna
could
type
do
it out,
about
forward over to the DA's office, and see what they're gonna do.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's the plan.
I think the most frustrating thing was, like I said, I had gone to DCI. Literally went to DCI agents and said, "This is what's happened to us."
Do you, and I would, I mean, if you're okay with it, I would love to include that stuff in the report. To
Yeah,
say, hey,
definitely.
This is where he's coming
I was
from.
even going to our guys going, "This is ridiculous. I mean, if you're the police and somebody's messing with you, what do? You go to the police."
Oh, but when you're the police, what are you
I'm
supposed
sorry, we can't. There's nothing we can do for you. I mean, I'd write this like, I'll give you a copy of it, like this, 5-page synopsis of events, everything that happened from the time that we said, "Hey, you guys gotta get up the bridge," to, the email hacking and all the other stuff that was going on, and then you got the DCI saying, "No, sorry, nothing we can do." Well, okay. If that's, I mean, these guys can blatantly send me an email that says, "We're gonna shoot you in the face," and nobody will do anything about it.
Yeah,
And then now I'm getting called in because I got sent a guy, sign him up for a couple of spam emails that you got to go and click and undo out of your inbox. Ooh,
I know. And
I really put the guy out. I mean, the amount of stuff that this guy has done,
right.
it's unbelievable. And he claims like, "Oh, I didn't know anything about it." It's unbelievable.
This guy, and like you said, as soon as something happens to him, he's got to turn around.
Right. Well, I couldn't believe that because one of our officers heard on the scanner that he had cut somebody off, went in front of him, slammed on the brakes, and the woman was like, "What's going on?" She called the police. They had the plate number, went over to his house. His truck's there. Wouldn't come to the door. You and I would come to the door. Say, "Yeah, you know what? I was hot. I did slam on my brakes. Okay, write me a ticket. Whatever. You do the right thing."
He's not that mindset.
No. Well, it's not normal. It's just like them being up on a bridge. It's obviously a safety concern. We don't have some political vendetta against this guy or any of those people. It's simply about traffic safety. So
It's straightforward, and it sounds like it's pretty straightforward that you guys even tried. Just take your stuff and go. Don't
yeah,
make this
why
a
don't you
big
try
deal.
another location, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And think of push it and being a Tea Party guy or whatever he claims to be pushing it. So, all right. So, which computer at work was it that the stuff was?
Well, it would have been my desktop computer, I'm sure.
And you have your? I assume I haven't been to your office. You have your own office with your
Yeah.
own computer.
Yeah.
That your other officers have another workstation where they do most departments.
I guess, stack of computers in there, yeah.
Okay.
6, 7 computers. But I'm sure if I did it, it was,
Okay.
something pops up. Hey, sign me up for this newsletter. And that's the exact same stuff that we were getting at our, our inbox. You gotta go in, you gotta unsubscribe.
Go to the bottom.
Yes.
It's as easy and
Yeah.
straightforward.
Did
as
you
that.
sign up for this? No. Click on it. Okay, each email you gotta go on and click on it. Oh, okay, you wanna mess with us, buddy? And that's where it came from. If you go to the videos that they put out there, they contact the Campbell Police Department. We were getting 300-400 phone calls a day, just Arizona, every place you could think of.
Because they have such a big group from.
Yeah, they put it out there, and it's all meant to intimidate, harass. And I'm thinking, someone gonna help us out here? You know what I'm saying? You can imagine if we had a phone in here, it was just ringing continuously. And you all up, "Yeah, you motherfuckers, blah, 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 blah," just cussing us out. I'm like, you have no idea what's really going on, but it's what is put out on the internet. which is unbelievable because this is the guy who's doing it to us. And then he complains when he gets a couple of emails. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. That's,
Like I said, you guys gotta do your job.
and that's exactly it, and I can tell you, you know that too. And it goes a lot easier when you're straightforward with us and
Not that
absolutely.
bullshit, you know? Yeah, I
Yep.
signed him up for a couple of emails. I mean, that's the extent of it.
Mhm.
Oh, if you're saying I broke the law,
No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're
investigating a harassment complaint,
That's-
harassing this guy.
Yeah, and that's.
And how long ago was this?
January and then.
That's what I'm
And then
saying.
again in March, you know, a few more in March.
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
And
That,
that was-
does that sound right? And there was nothing more than that.
Yeah, I mean, that was the height of it.
Mhm.
When, I mean, it was really going down. I
Mhm.
mean, it was bad,
Yeah,
fellas.
and like, I mean, we're almost.
I mean, it got to the point where I had to go personally see somebody, you know. Um, not a psychiatrist, but just, you know,
Mhm.
go sit down,
Yeah.
and talk to somebody.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, same thing I'm telling you, like, I'm the police. And I go to the police for help, and they say, sorry, we can't do anything for you. Well, who do you go to after that?
Mhm.
The exact same thing that's going on. I'm like, okay, well, if this isn't a big deal to the police, which is, they didn't do anything, they don't care, they said there's nothing we can do, run some anti-spyware.
Mhm.
Which it wasn't just like we were getting pop-ups or anything like that, it was like we were getting all these emails, someone's trying to hack into my bank account, someone's trying to, someone was remotely in our computer, I mean, somebody was in our system.
Mhm.
And since then, we've had, you know, like I said, we bought a $500 device, and I had the county paid them $500 to come install it, so they couldn't get in if they were getting in, but basically, BCI's like, yeah, nothing we can do for you.
Yeah. and
Here's a
something
couple of our
that's,
agents that can walk you through spyware. I can do spyware, I can download the spyware program,
Mhm.
so.
Like I said, we have DCI that's gonna, I don't wanna take your computers, do a.
Yeah, flash it, I know.
Mirror the drive quick, that way, just got, like I said, because I know this loose nut guy, he's gonna make sure at the same time that we're doing our job the right way.
Oh,
and following
yeah.
up. Cause if we don't, you know how he's
Yeah,
gonna.
here's the problem, it doesn't matter how this plays out, he's gonna make a big to-do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Big to-do.
Yeah, we know that.
And we want to do whatever we can to alleviate as much of that, even though it's
Yeah.
gonna be, he is.
Well, it's coming
and
back on me, I mean, it's gonna be a big old pie in my face.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
but
mean, it comes
in
down
our
to-
reality, see, here's the problem, the other side never gets out all that stuff that he did to us,
And
and
that's-
he never comes up to such bullshit.
And that's, I know from one of the hardest parts about this job is, is that people can yell and swear, but if it's directed at us, that's okay, but as soon as,
Yeah.
other people are there.
Well, I gotta
whatnot,
admit, fellas,
then
if
it
you look
becomes-
back at it, after you, sign them up for anything, like, take that, is it really that big of a deal?
Right, and
But you all know, you and I can't go break the law, we can't go do drive-bys, you can't go slash.
Right, yeah.
You can't slash his tires, you can't do anything illegal.
Mhm.
Did I think I was really doing anything illegal? No.
And, it very, very well may be that the DA agrees, hey, this isn't gonna.
And there's a statute pertaining to it.
Yeah, harassment by electronic means.
Yeah, and it's like, one, you could probably argue each way by looking at this and saying, does this fit or not?
Right, exactly.
Hence, that's why it was forwarded to these guys.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I agree.
So as that computer will,
The
hash
problem
that
is
out.
here, fella, no matter how it plays it out, this doesn't look good for me. I probably potentially lose my job.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that. And that's the shitty feeling I have on this is because I'm here just to assist him.
Yeah,
And,
Yeah.
and I,
But I think either way it plays out, I'm probably gonna lose my job.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah, that's a possibility, Tim. Yeah, but, that's all,
Yeah.
goes back to the town of Campbell and not me.
Yeah.
You
My boss
so,
know about this?
No
Town
one knows
supervisor?
about
not
this.
yet.
You're the first one.
You're the first one.
Okay.
Okay, do I have plans to call him? Yeah, I mean, if you wanna call and talk
Well, I'll
about it.
call him and let him know, yeah.
But yeah, I just need to make sure he knows. We try to keep, the search at the town, for your computer there, pretty quiet. as
Subtle
long
as possible.
Yeah, exactly, especially because you're being cooperative.
Yeah, what's interesting is like, I've been having problems with my computer lately.
Okay,
I just ran the spyware this morning, the toolbar on my bottom, like all the links weren't working.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing in the back of your head, you're thinking, is this guy still messing with me or
Is there
what?
someone inside?
Yeah, what the hell? But
Yeah.
again, who do you call?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe DCI will see something when they take a look at it, but this did get
Yeah.
down there, I guess. What about at home? What computer would you have used?
It's actually a work laptop.
Like your squad laptop? That
Yeah, we have old ones that we, after they're out on
Yep.
the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You just keep it at home?
Mhm.
Okay, so it's at home now?
Yeah, you'll grab it.
And
It's
that's-
not a big deal.
Okay, and we can, is anybody else home?
No.
Okay,
Never
you're
mind.
married, right?
Yeah.
Yep. What, your wife work?
Uh-huh.
Where's she working?
Well, orthodontic clinic here in Crosse.
Okay. Right. How old are your kids?
16 and 4, or just turned 4.
Okay. 4-year-old in daycare, preschool?
Yeah, daycare.
Okay. Right. Well, I guess,
It doesn't look good, fellas, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
It
we understand that, and that's, I know it's been hard.
doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter really whether DA prosecutes or not. This guy's one of those kind of guys, this will be the big to-do.
And like I've said,
Yeah.
even though, yes, that we gotta do our jobs and do this, we wanna do it as smoothly as possible, because
Yeah.
you seem like a straightforward guy, he's
Well.
doing whatever you felt you could just to get these jabs in at this guy, and because like you said, all
Nobody's
the
doing
other,
nothing.
there's so much worse stuff that you can't do, that these guys may be doing, so. So I guess we'll kind of go from there. Maybe it will be easiest route to your house first, serve that search warrant, and then go to your work.
Whatever you guys want to do, I mean, whatever's most convenient for you
Right
guys.
now,
It's up to you, Jeff, yeah. Sounds good, I guess.
well, now I think about it, why don't we go to your work first, and we'll at least get that process started, and if they, because the DCI guy said depending on the hard drive, it could take a little bit of time. That way he at least can get started,
Yeah,
and
it's
hopefully,
no
and
different
then
than,
maybe while he's working on that.
You can take the whole, hard, they just come right out of that computer, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, and that was my big, we talked about just go and take the computer, but I don't know what's on that computer that is gonna be hard for you to necessarily recover. I mean, if there's all the stuff for your other cases that you can pull from a network drive if they get saved on a network drive, I mean, you tell me
Yeah, this is not.
where your work stuff is
No,
stored,
don't
or
think
is it
it's
easier
for
just to take the
remote
computer?
connection? Well, I mean, the hard drive, just take the cover off and it comes out.
Right.
Because they're interchangeable, so I mean, you can
Right.
take the hard drive if you need it.
And is that easier? I mean, would you?
Yeah,
you
I
want
mean,
it
unless you
mirrored?
have like the availability to flash it right there, then.
He does, but he says it depending on the hard. Do you know how big your hard drive is?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, once he looks at it, he'll be able to let us know.
Yeah. It just sucks, fellas,
I know. Yeah.
It just sucks, 'cause, I went to DCI, and that's really what makes me so mad. It's just like, this is everything that's happening to me. That was my whole train of thought was, you know what? DCI's like, yeah, this is computer. Yeah, I mean, it's just, that's nothing we investigate. And I'm thinking, okay, well, whatever, man. This guy can sign me up for all these things. I'm going to sign this guy up for it. And I'm not saying necessarily it was him, but it was all orchestrated by him. You hear my wisdom and, and his YouTube posts are contact the Campbell Police Department. Tell them what you think.
Mhm.
Well, what are you trying? You're telling people to contact us.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me, when this first came on my desk, I got an earful from him 3 times a day. Okay.
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on with it. I'm like, all right, I'll deal with it. Obviously, I've watched my P's and Q's with him.
Oh yeah.
I left on my desk and left for 2 months, and came back, and to find out it's in his hands now. So.
Yeah.
It's pretty shitty
Because
all around.
he thinks that I have some vendetta, and I don't have some vendetta for this guy or anybody but he's like the guy that at board meetings that Kelemen guy should be fired. Well, you're mad because I'm somehow not allowing you to be up on the bridge, and somehow I'm the direction of his ire. Like, you Kelemen. It's just like, It's about public safety, dude.
Yeah.
It's about public, but
And as chief,
That's
you know,
my
you gotta be
job.
that.
And I don't think you're the only place with an overpass that has that ordinance, I'm guessing.
yes, Madison's got it.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. The whole
Yeah.
thing was dumb. But the thing was, what this blew up to be.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm getting